and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
They'll run with Montgomery. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Wilson, he's going to keep it.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Falcons at 9-2 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. This is Hamilton. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Hamilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. There's a nice move. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Garrett Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Play action, it's Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hamilton.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football. And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Falcons take over first and 10. They're on the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Set. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Watson.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air yet again, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
He finds Wilson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd and goal, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Etienne up the middle.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Watson on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Chigakonkwo,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Airing it out for Hamilton. And he's got it inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Montgomery is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They try again with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee. And they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that underneath ETN. Touchdown, Falcons! Travis Etienne from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then of course by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. Catch. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And no time now.
One more time with Etienne.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was
under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And he finds Montgomery complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had a pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
ETN on the toss right.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Micah Parsons
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Wilson to throw.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.